The Statue of Liberty is probably the single most universally recognized emblem of the United States anywhere in the world. It dominates New York Harbor. In the days when people used to come by ship into New York Harbor, it would be the single most prominent feature that they would notice as they entered through the Verrazzano Narrows. So it deserves and it's earned its iconic status, I think, as that kind of a symbol.
It was an engineering marvel. No one had even attempted to build a statue anywhere near that size ever before. Gustav Eiffel, who would go on to build the Eiffel Tower, of course, he designed that frame, and it was very sophisticated. No one had ever built anything of that scale before, and it had to support this heavy, heavy copper.
For all the immigrants who came through that passage and saw it, it did light up their eyes. They knew that they were in the promised land.
Up on the third floor, right over the Great Hall, were the two dormitories. One side for men, the other side for women and children. There'd be a sink, there'd be a drain, there'd be a bathroom. And you would sleep on a mat on a cot with a blanket, seeming like an endless series of cots, one after another.
We were put into a dormitory, double bunk beds. Then my mother and I slept in one bed in the lower bunk, because all my mother had with her was her pocketbook, and whatever money she had was in there. So we slept together, and she had the pocketbook between us and her arms wrapped around me, and we didn't move all night long.
The time that I spent on Ellis Island seemed like the longest waiting period for me because of the regiment. And naturally, there had to be a regiment. It was no way that they could handle that many people. And you had no communication with the other people that were there because everybody was so full of their own fright. But I'm even glad for having been on Ellis Island, believe it or not, because if I didn't have that as a measuring stick, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did with my life.